Traditional Chinese medicine reminds us that we are nature, and to heal ourselves, we have to be in line with nature, the world around us, or we can say the circadian rhythm. Traditional Chinese medicine reminds us that we are nature. Our hands look very similar to leaves. Our blood is like the water of the earth. Our bones are like the stone of the earth. Principle number 1, holism. Your body is like a team playing a sport where every player has their position, has their role, and they work together to win the game. Traditional Chinese medicine doesn't just treat one player, it treats the whole team. Now, more doctors, more so than ever, are thinking in the same manner, where they're not just treating one player, one organ, but they're looking at the whole team and also employing new coaching methods. Knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is power. So how do we apply this concept of holism into our lives? Team up. Take care of your body, both inside and out. Many of us outside of our body, we look good, but inside we don't feel good. Many of us say, well, the absence of pain is the presence of health, but pain is the last phase of dysfunction, not the first. There are many of us who focus on the glamour muscles. There are many of us who focus on the warrior workout, but my Tai Chi teacher said, the exercise for the shaman is not the exercise for the warrior. So the warrior will put themselves through extreme measures today so that they can live to fight another day on the battlefield. That's good for the battlefield, but that's not good for longevity. If you're not a warrior, if you're not going to be in the octagon, you should reevaluate how you approach your exercise. So exercise should not just be linear, where you're just focusing on one plane of movement. It should be dynamic. The body is dynamic, right? We want to focus on flexibility. We want to focus on endurance. We want to focus on strength so that we have functional mobility. So we have to reevaluate how we approach just physical exercise so that we're balanced, because strengthening is as equally as important as stretching. So we want to make sure that we're not just eating, not cognizant of the various food groups we should eat. So even when we eat, we want to make sure that we have all the colors of the rainbow in our vegetables, in our fruits. Our plate should look like the rainbow, right? It should be balanced. We don't want to just focus on one food group. We want to make sure that we're having a balanced meal, and you want to eat according to your blood type or according to your body. You have to listen to the inner physician. A food group or a particular diet may be good for one person at a particular season, but out of that season, or if it's another person, it may not be the prescribed diet for you. We also want to mix it up. We want to mix up ancient wisdom with modern technology. It's not one is better than the other. Pharmaceutical medicine has its value. Ancient wisdom also has its value. So we want to have a holistic approach to the body. The body is dynamic. It's not one or the other. Old wisdom and new ideas, new technology. Your body is dynamic. We have to know what works for us. We want to mix it up. Don't just rely on one therapy. Don't just rely on one food group.